Hello, Andrew. This is Guy with Rush Ventures Online Marketing, and I'd like to say thank you for making your video site audit request based on search engine optimization strategies of your website. Here's what's ahead in this video. First, we're going to look at on-page factors of your website, such as content, speed, quality, and more. Then we're also going to be taking a look at those areas outside your website which support the growth and power of your website on Google organic search, such items as link building. As we bring these two areas together for you, Andrew, you're going to find that Google will reward you with more and more number one rankings where you receive 37% of the traffic flow. If you compare that to just the number two area that only has 13% of the traffic flow, I'm sure you and I can both agree you need to achieve and secure as many number one rankings as possible for your website. Let's find out how to make that happen. First of all, I'm scrolling down here looking for images like this one here, because these need to be optimized just like with textual optimization, because Google has their Google image directory just like they have the Google search directory, and if you're listed in both, you have that much more ability of securing the audience and clients that you're looking for. Now, along with that, we have other areas such as textual count, and Google wants to see between 500 and 1,000 words. Right now you've got 393, which is almost there in their sweet spot. That 1,000-word goal, it really should be the target though. It really depends on what your competition's doing. We're going to look at a leading competitor in just a moment. But before we do that, I'd like to talk to you about metadata. Metadata is that content that will show on Google when people search for your niche in your geolocation, and it will basically give people the idea of what's available. For example, in the description here, you actually haven't added anything. So as a result, Google gets to come in and decide what it's going to put in description. That's not a choice you want to be having Google make for you. Also then, as a title, you want keywords. Lawyer is a good keyword. Bankruptcy is a good keyword. It's good though if we have like 2 or 3 word keywords. Also, you want to have geo-targeted, and you've got that here. And then at the end, you have this. And unless people are searching for you by name, this really isn't effective for you from a Google search strategy. Branding, perhaps, but the title can only be 70 characters long, and this to me appears to be longer than that, which means much of this information right here within Google search is going to get cut off anyway. So you want to create a plan that is tailored to Google's requirements for word count in title and description, but which will also just supercharge the ability for you to take everything to the next level. Now, we've talked about on-page so far. What about off-page with backlinks? Well, we have backlinks that are right here. 301 backlinks from 33 domains. I can see you've spent some time building backlinks, which is good. That's why you've got results like this here with the climb. I'm not sure what's going on with the descent. Did you stop the backlinks recently? Backlinks are not something that you want to stop once you find the right person to work with a hope of us being that right person. Now, along with that, then, we want to start understanding what your competitor is doing. In order to do that, we need to determine a competitor. So I put in here bankruptcy, scrolled down here, looking. I just chose this one because they're the top. Even though this one's got 54 reviews, they're the top. Let's see what's going on their site. First of all, images, they're not there. Content, 337. So if we have that 1,000-word or near 1,000-word suggestion being taken, you're going to be far above their word count. Now, what about title and description? You see here they've got the description going on. They've got a title going on. They're using their name in the title. I still don't recommend that. They're repeating, actually. This is called keyword stuffing, because they're basically just repeating what they did at the beginning. There's no real keywords law offices, okay, but that's an advantage that for us, because Google won't play nicely with that if they see somebody else stepping up to the plate, and that somebody else needs to be us. So then the description, bankruptcy, San Diego bankruptcy. See, this is a good keyword term. It's geo and it's got bankruptcy, but they're repeating the word bankruptcy again. Chapter 7 bankruptcy, third time. Chapter 4, this is the fourth mention of bankruptcy in their description. Huge keyword penalty if Google can find somebody that will take their position, and there's no reason you shouldn't be that somebody. What about backlinks? Well, here's the other thing. You've got more backlinks than what they've got going on. So we need to investigate what's going on. Why are they taking that number one position? I have a feeling it's really not going to be that difficult to replace their success with yours. And Andrew, that's what it's about anyway. There's one other area I'd like to talk about here, and that's speed of sites, especially since Google considers mobile media so important, and mobile must be fast. So I'm going to jump over to GTmetrix for that, and both sites are basically equivalent, but not in a good area. What you really want to be targeting here is A's and B's, and we can make that happen. That way we'll just be crushing this competition of yours, Andrew. And as we bring all these elements together, what you're going to find is that you get more and more of those number one rankings, just like our case study here, that has 622 keywords on Google as a result of working with us. Take a look at how that has happened, what's happened with their traffic flow over time as a result. 3,000, that's huge. Andrew, let me ask you this. How would it affect your business if you had an additional 3,000 people coming to your website month after month? Well, there's two ways to make that happen as it relates to Google. One of them is with Google AdWords pay-per-click, where you actually pay for these results. This client would be paying in the neighborhood of $14,000 a month to make that happen. That's crazy and totally unnecessary, especially since, generally speaking, people skip by the ads in order to get to the organics, where they have results like this of potentially 2,900 people monthly coming to their site. If they have that number one position, remember that 37% traffic flow? That alone would be huge. What if all we could do for you, Andrew, is this result right here? Can you see how that would affect your business, your success, your bottom line? Well, the good news is we focus on a variety of keywords for number one position, not just one. That way you get a variety of different traffic flows coming to your site, and the success of your business grows accordingly. You see, Andrew, we are university teachers that believe that if we cannot do what we teach, we have no business teaching what we do. That's why with us there are no long-term contracts, nothing to sign. Either we keep our promises of bringing you more and more number one rankings each and every month, or you walk away. Andrew, we do not make money by you leaving. That's why with us, you can trust that we will do everything we can to take your rankings on Google Search Organic up and up. The next step is yours. Simply reach out to us. Let us know that you get it and you're ready to get going with your success on Google Search today. We're ready, we're willing, and we're wanting to hear from you.